There are families, their own issue is mysterious occurrence of sicknesses, bodily infirmity, to the point that medicine has agreed today that you literally, there is, through genetics, there can be transference of problems. Is that true? A doctor can look at you and say, high blood pressure. Do you have a case of this in your family? You say, yes. So, yes. My father died of high blood pressure. My grandfather died of high blood pressure. Or my grandfather died of prostate. My father died of prostate. And they say, you're a young man. That means you need to begin to manage this. Let me tell you the truth. Once you see consistency of occurrence, is beyond willpower. There is an altar. There is an altar. How about those who never have longevity of impact? They will start, but they never finish. Something eventually destroys them. If it's in ministry, there will be one trouble somewhere. Some trouble, some scandal, something that tears them down. If it's a businessman, one trouble in one day, he can turn from grass to grace. So you find out that when those people achieve things, they can't celebrate it because they suspect that the story is not over, and they are right. Once that altar gives an instruction, even if it's after 30 years, you will crash like rain coming upon the ground. Only Yeshua will reign forever. To his kingdom there'll be no end. Only Yeshua will reign forever. To his kingdom there'll be no end. Hallelujah. Now please, I want you to be very comfortable to listen tonight, and don't take my teaching personal. There's no point finding any offense. Are we together? Yes. There are people like that. I've seen brilliant people who love God with all their heart. At the point of writing their final exams, when counseling them, they will tell you, after conducting tutorials for others, they just blanked out like that. Until everything was done, it was as if they came back. What happened to me? There is a speaking. An instruction was given in the spirit, like father, like son, like mother, like daughter. Listen to what I'm saying, because God sent me. Someone needs to be free this night. Hallelujah. Now, these altars, how many of you know that what you call IT today, it was built based on the system of altars? It's a programming, it's an algorithm. How do you on your laptop? The laptop does not know you, but it knows instructions. When you press the power button, to you, you call it a power button. But at the back end, there is an algorithm that makes the laptop behave a certain way if you press that button. Anybody that presses that button, it will obey. That's how it is in the spirit. Are we together? Isn't it amazing that technology has borrowed from the system of altars? They literally, without being there present, they can use algorithms to not just predict but explain things. It's been used today to create all kinds of things. Business is literally, the social media runs on this concept, altars. Hallelujah. Now the problem is that if it is unfortunate for you, you can know what instruction was given in the realm of the spirit for your defeat by the patterns that happen. To others, it is not sickness, but they will never make it. It doesn't. If you try to help them and you are not powerful, that altar turns to you and fights you. Have you seen people like that? Now, this is where sometimes the prophetic makes a mistake. So they say certain things like, you have this lady or this guy or this friend or this boss or this employee brought bad luck. They are not lying. They are trying to explain that the people were innocent, but they do not know that every time men come together, it's altars that come together. It's not just individuals. When the devil wants to destroy you, he looks for what is deficient based on the speakings of the altar fighting you, and finds another person who has a speaking that will produce a double problem and bring both of you together. Now, you may not know what the confusion is about. Beyond men are conveyors of altars, and these altars carry instructions. Are we together? Do you believe what I'm teaching you? This is very powerful. So you find out that there are certain altars that are like embargoes on people. You become part of a business. The business starts going down, and it's not a product. Now listen. There is a place for lack of diligence and non-compliance to the laws of success. Are we together? My discussion is with respect to the fact, or based on the assumption, that all other factors like diligence and hard work is in place. Are we together? Because if you are lazy perpetually, even that act of perpetual laziness is sponsored by an altar. It's supposed to keep you non-productive for a reason. There are families, as soon as someone rises, everybody starts becoming sick, and the nature of the sickness is such that it will go up all the money, and until they get into debt, then something happens. Either the person dies, or many other people become sick. Once there is poverty, nobody becomes poor once they don't have money, or nobody becomes sick once there's no money. But let a breakthrough just come. It's like an alarm system in the spirit, and things begin to happen. Some of you keep wondering, why is it that it is when certain things happen? It's like there's somebody watching me. It is not somebody, it's a law. The law is precise. It does not get tired. Don't allow ignorance destroy you. And well, hallelujah. Just when your boss wants to lift you, these altars strike again, and the devil uses your face to oppress the man. He wakes up in the morning, because he does not have spiritual intelligence, he assumes it is you. He just comes to the office. Sir, you said I should meet you, don't come to my office again. And you are wondering, what did I do wrong? My brother, it's not what you did wrong, it's what was there before your arrival, that if you do not understand and deal with, you will live a defeated. You can be jumping and say I'm born again, you are right, but you see, activating your liberty is based on rules of engagement. Who is learning?